Hello there, welcome to Inner Cosmetics. I'm ELLE, and it always feeds my spirit to show up and have these conversations with you. And I hope the same goes for you as well. I hope it feeds your spirit because that's what it's here for. Abundance in communication is the conversation piece for today, right? Because sometimes we don't see communication as a form of abundance. And once we understand that the value it places on our spiritual unfolding, I think we're going to put more stock into it and value it a little bit more, right? So first and foremost, I'm going to invite you to the website that you'll see the link there. And there's a section there called Candid Conversations. Candid Conversations and heart-to-heart donation, that's for you. That's a place for you to pick up the phone, whether it's a phone call that we do or a one-time whatever. But because communication is so vital and we don't put a lot of emphasis there, this is my way of serving, giving back, and open up that portal, because it is a portal, that doorway to your soul, so that you can gain the clarity that your soul is asking for. First and foremost, you do have the answer. I'm just going to leave that there. And when we talk, it can have a way of showing itself. So the heart-to-heart donation section, again, that's for you. And it's if you feel that immediate need to have a conversation. If I'm available, I'll do everything I can to make myself available. If I'm immediately available, I'll be there. And once we're finished our conversation, you can donate whatever you feel that it was worth to you. So all levels of support there. Now, segueing into abundance in communication is, guys and ladies, I feel that this journey, right? It's about communicating and being in tune with that voice within. But what can get a little tricky is we might think that it's only one way to do that, and it's not, right? So we're in all different parts of the path, and how we communicate with ourselves is going to come in different forms. It can be in the silence. It could be a verbal communication, talking to a group, or maybe one-on-one, or just speaking with yourself. And so it's being able to go beyond that perception and that judgment of what we think communicating is about, and giving ourselves that peace to step into whatever it is, whatever it feels right for us in that moment. And when you allow yourself to communicate and talk, you're now opening, like I said before, a portal. It's a gateway to your soul, and there's so much wealth there. And it can lead you on your journey with that clarity and confidence that you're seeking, your soul seeks. And so you're not suppressing. And that's a big thing that can block us a bit on our path. Never off our path, but we can be more on than we are sometimes. And if you suppress any element of your spirit, that's when we can start feeling a little bit of unalignment there. So you want to keep those gates, those portals open. Now, there's never anything, I always preface this, there's never anything wrong that we can do. And there's always room to do things better. So when we're on this spiritual path, understanding everybody's at a different part of the journey. Sometimes it might be better if you're at that place. If you're feeling, I want to do this, I'm not quite sure. Sometimes we run to a friend and we ask, right? Sometimes it's the ego that's being fed when our friend jumps on board with what we want. And you're like, yeah. But you'll know because it only stimulates you for a little bit of time before it's right back to that feeling again of, should I do this or shouldn't I? And so you're starting to feel flesh speak and spirit speak, because flesh and spirit have two different goals. They don't overlap. And so you're getting to feel who's speaking, who's talking. And that's part of understanding that still small voice. Now, another form of communication is being silent. And there have been times I actually just stepped out of that space of being silent for quite some time. There's so many answers in the silence. And if you haven't given yourself space to be there and literally just be quiet, you should. Or at least consider it. because that's another form of communication. And there's so much wealth in the silent. Your spirit is silent, and there are answers that come. To summarize, don't overlook communication as a form of abundance. It's a wealth, it's a portal that's, again, opening that gateway to your higher self, your intuition. And so let's step into that. No judgment, right? And let's continue on this journey. Always a pleasure talking to you. Catch you on the next audio. Bye.